Hey, so I just came from the grocery store and I just want to do a quick video on labeling. I think that most people think they understand what they're eating just because they read the label. But the truth is that the label isn't really designed to inform you. It's designed to influence you. So you feel educated and informed when it didn't really necessarily tell you anything useful at all. So let me show you what I mean, because this isn't about fear. I'm not Chicken Little and this sky is not falling. But the sad, simple truth is that there's a difference between what a label says and what it actually means. So you go to the meat section in your grocery store and you see labels like cage free, no hormones added, all natural, and it sounds like you're making a better choice when you pick a package based on those phrases. But a lot of those words, they don't actually tell you anything at all. It's not that they're lies, they're just carefully chosen truths. Cage free is just a marketing term. When you see cage free on a chicken, just know that almost all the chickens raised for consumption in the United States are not kept in cages to begin with. They are raised in large barns. So the label doesn't really tell you anything at all about the quality. They're all cage free. That labeling is just designed to make us feel better. Same with no hormones added. It has been illegal since the 1970s to add hormones to chicken. They aren't allowed in the poultry production in the first place. Not in the animal, not in the feed that they consume. So that label doesn't really help you compare one product to another either. It sounds meaningful, and those labels aren't false. They're just not really telling you anything useful at all. So today at the store, I saw a label for vegetarian fed. It sounds healthy, but chickens are omnivores by nature. They eat bugs, worms, really whatever they can find. So vegetarian fed, it doesn't automatically mean better. I guess it just sounds better. Then there's free range. That just means they must have access to the outdoors. There's no requirement on how much time they actually are allowed to spend outside. It's really just a warm and fuzzy, feel-good sort of term for us as consumers. Then there's organic. USDA certified organic really does mean something. It means it meets certain defined standards. There can be no antibiotics, there can be no genetically modified food, so that is a good label. Then there's an interesting one, air chilled versus water chilled. And this one really does actually matter. After processing, chicken has to be cooled. It has to be cooled to stop bacteria growth and preserve the meat. So right after processing, the chicken is still warm, and warm meat is the perfect environment for bacteria. If it stays warm too long, bacteria multiply quickly, the shelf life drops, and the safety risk increases. So processors have to bring the temperature down fast. This isn't optional, it's required. It's part of the legal food safety regulations. So the question isn't whether it's cooled, it's how it's cooled. And there are two ways to do it. Water chilled means it's submerged in a cold water so that the warm chicken is going to absorb water as it cools, which adds weight and it dilutes the flavor. I've seen videos online describe the water chilling as the bleach bath of death, toxins, poisons, and so forth, but that's not really the full picture. Yes, they use chlorine-based antimicrobial solutions in very small amounts to control bacteria, like salmonella. But the thing to remember as a consumer is when you're buying chicken, if it's water chilled, it's going to weigh more and it's going to look bigger, but you're actually just paying for added water. It's not just the meat. It is the faster, cheaper, and more widely used process, whereas air chilled is just what it sounds like. It is cooled with refrigerated air. There's no added water, so there's no chemicals added. There's a better texture and a better taste, but the process is slower, it's more expensive, and therefore it's less common. And this isn't just about chicken, this is a pattern. Labels are designed to influence how you feel about a product. They use words that sound meaningful, but they don't always change what you're actually getting. So you want to pay attention to how the food is processed, not just how it's marketed. If you want to simplify all of this, fewer ingredients, less processing, understand what the labels actually mean. Don't rely on marketing to make your decisions for you. After 50, our margin for error gets smaller. Our body isn't as forgiving as it used to be. So understanding what you're actually putting in your body matters a little bit more. You want to keep it simple. Look for labels that actually have defined standards. Air chilled. Yes, that's a meaningful thing. Organic has defined standards. Cage-free, no hormones added, they're not helpful at all. So I'm not here to tell you what to eat. I just want you to see it a little more clearly because once you see it, you're going to make better choices. So next time you're in the store, look for one label that you trust and question it. Look at it critically and make sure it has earned the trust that you're giving it for a reason. Look past the noise. Once you're seeing labels this way, at least you can make an informed decision. The rule of thumb, The hype is usually on the front of the package. The nutrition is on the back. If this gave you something to think about, stick with me. This is the kind of stuff I talk about on my channel every week, and I'll see you guys next time.